Inflection. Though we have studied many aspects of inflectional morphology, but let's focus these in more detail. So, what is the plural of euro? Euro is the name of the currency of Europe, right? What will be its plural? Obviously, you will simply say euros. Let's say this is true or not. The answer seems obvious, 1 euro and 2 euros. So, we all know that the plural S is very productive. Whenever we coin a new word, we can simply add plural S to make it plural. For example, we have coined many words like modems, like byte, and we may add S and make it modems and bytes. So, it's a very productive way of making plural. However, in Ireland, one of the important country of Eurozone, has problem with this because they do not have a plural. So how do they cope with this situation? 4 euro and not 4 euros. So why it is so? The answer lies in the multilingual nature of Eurozone, because different European countries share this currency and they have their own linguistic system. The name of the currency itself bespeaks euro, so it means that it is the currency of different countries that are found in Europe, right? So its devisers had to come up with the name that could be both written and pronounced in all of the languages of Eurozone. So it is pronounced differently. The word remains the same on the currency note, but people of different countries pronounce it differently. That doesn't matter because they have the same thing in their minds. A 10 euro bill has the solution to this multilingual problem. So what they have done is they have used numeral instead of the word. First, unlike the US $10 bills, where $10 is $10, not dollar, is written out in full. The word for 10 is written in numeral, as I said. The reason is simple. 10 can be written and identical everywhere it goes. Maybe pronounced differently, but everyone understands in a same manner, right? It is understood similarly, but pronounced differently in the Eurozone. The second problem, the plural form of euro, which follows the numeral, must also be written uniformly on the bill, and though several major European languages beside English has a plural marker, that is plural as French, German, Spanish, etc., but there are countries like Italy where there is no such practice. They do not have, right? So how do they cope with it? The bill reads simply 10 euro. They don't have put plural as, and the spoken languages have all followed the same practice of not using any plural marker either, making the plural of euro, euro in Ireland. So it has no problem to be pronounced in Ireland. The linguistic point of this story is that even when several languages share the same word, as they do in the case of euro, the inflectional system of the languages differ. Obviously, they are different languages, so they have different inflectional system. As we just read, that French, they do use plural words, but in Italy it is not used, and many other countries. So this difference normally affects the forms of the words. Inflection varies from one language to another language, right? And there are more than one system to deal with the inflections. So in different languages, these inflectional system are different. Plurals are made different. Similarly, to show different aspects of the verb, different systems are used. Somewhere it is there are affixes which are attached to the word, root word, as in English, and somewhere it is not so. So inflectional system is very different, though it is very restrictive, as we know that in English language there are small affixes that are used as inflectional affixes, but in other languages they are different. They have dual function of morpho-syntactic function in the language. So let's look at some aspect of inflectional morphology in the subject morphology.